Good morning. As we get into Amos chapter 1, one of the things that I'd like you guys to look at is Psalms 91, not as a parallel text, but as a compare and contrast. In other words, because God judges the wicked and the righteous the same, and the only difference between us is a relationship with Jesus Christ is being clothed in his righteousness as opposed to the dirty menstrual rags that we wear in our sin. And just see how, even though 1,000 can fall at our left hand and 10,000 at our right, because God is our fortress, our refuge, and our Savior, we're going to be just fine. In other words, there are trials that you are going to go through as a Christian. God doesn't promise that everything is going to be hunky-dory. Rather, what he says is, I'm going to be with you. He says, you'll never be alone. He says that I will walk with you all the days of your life. And he even says that we're fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. And so he's going to do everything he can to protect that image, just as a father would do anything he could to protect his child. At least a good father does. God is a great father, which means that anything and everything that you can imagine a great parent would do, God does above and beyond. So much so that at the end of days, when it comes to that day of judgment, not only does he promise us to pull us through those trials and tribulations, but he promises to bless us with abundance. Paul says to live is gain, but to die is Christ. And some of what that means is that while I'm here on earth, the blessings of God far outweigh the trials and tribulations that the devil is going to try to put me through to sidetrack me. Same with you as a Christian. And if you're not, feel free to seek that love, seek that God, seek Jesus. But those blessings that are poured out in abundance for us is reserved for the remnant that God has reserved for himself. Thank you guys. Have a good day. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.